Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm very near Edinburgh, in the Pentlands, between Castlelaw, which is I believe this direction, and Castlelaw Hill that direction, and Glencore's Reservoir just down there. It's a beautiful little place in the Scottish Pentlands. It's great for an afternoon walk with your family or by yourself. Many different ways to enjoy it. If you're more of a hiker, you can go up one of the Pentland Hills. You can decide the difficulty of it, or you can just go for an easy walk. And I stopped in this little woodland. I'm hoping for a chill afternoon and night. Today, for a change, for the first time, I will be trying to sleep under a tarp. So we'll see how this goes. So I am thinking about setting up camp here. I would ideally like to lay like this. So I'll try to make this place a little flatter. And I don't have a exact idea how to set up my tarp, but there's two trees, one here and one there. And I'm thinking maybe run a ridge line or connect the tarp from both sides, because I don't have my rope is long enough to do a proper ridge line. I could connect the both ropes, but I'll see how it goes. I don't have a particular plan or much experience with setting up tarps for sleeping under it, but I'm sure we'll sort something out. I've got a 3x3 DD tarp. I'm sure you know the brand. Got some guy ropes, some poles, stakes. As my anchor knots, I'm just doing a simple bowline. If you're interested in essential easy knots that come in handy while camping, you can check out, I've got a full video on easy essential knots for camping. There's only 4 that I believe anyone really needs, so check it out if you're interested. And on those ends I'll be tying a taut line hitch, which allows me to adjust the tension of my line, and it's also super simple, just like that. I intentionally left some of the fabric, some of the tarp here, just in case I want to have extra protection. I don't know, I'll see. I might change it later on, but for now looks decent. There's this big pile of branches that I think I want to move a little bit. Otherwise it's kind of in the way of my tarp project. Now, what do I want to do? I'm thinking about tying those 2 points, one here and one there, with a guy rope. Just this little pile is in the way. It's starting to take shape. I will have a little bit of a ground sheet. It's not really that level because the whole thing isn't level. Now if I can just fix this part, because that is too slack for my liking. It's definitely not perfect, but I'm only learning. And I ran out of all the guy ropes. I could cut some of them up, just don't feel like doing it. Right, I don't exactly like it, so I need to change it a little bit. I just want to make it look nice. Oh, I've been changing that configuration. I think it's the third time now. Whatever new idea I come up with, I try it and I really don't like it. I'm being a little pedantic about it. Obviously you could sleep under this combination that I had before. I just wanted to make it nice for myself and for you guys. So I'll try something else. It's called a TARP tent, and we'll see how this goes. First of all, let's just see if this works at all. You can see the idea is to now tie out those points, those 2 points, and then you've got a nice little entrance. I'm just not liking the fact that it's so close to the fire, so that unless I move the fire a little bit, but I'm just not exactly sure what to do. I could definitely move the fire, maybe to just there behind the camera, but there is also a lot of sticks and wouldn't want this to catch fire. I like the tarp tent option, definitely nice. What if I tie it here? Let's try this. I'm genuinely just improvising here, so don't hate me too much for trying out things I've never done before. I'm actually enjoying it. You know, I don't have much else to do at the minute today. I'm off work, so might as well do this. It's not the worst looking thing, you could definitely sleep in there. But I just don't like it enough. I think I'm gonna have to change it again. And there's a huge rock right where I would be sleeping. There's a few of them. No, that will not do. I don't like it. Right, so after much deliberation, I've decided I'll just leave it like this. I've added another hiking pole at the very end to create a little bit more tension, but at the end there, and get extra room. It's very roomy in here. You can see I can sit up no problem, and I've got plenty of space. Now my only problem is that I should have leveled the ground a little more. So I'm just gonna have to do it now. As I mentioned, it's not very even, and there's a stone, huge stone inside here, and another one next to it. I think I'll just try to get rid of it and then fill it up with sticks and little things. But other than that, I think I'll just lie diagonally like this, and I should be golden. Oh, there you go. That's one. That's another one. And a third one. Grand. Beautiful. Much better. Now let's try and make something out of all this. Don't want too many sticks because I obviously don't have any ground sheet and don't want to puncture my mattress, but I also can't be bothered doing too much of house chores in here because I'm only staying the night. Yeah, it is what it is. Right, let's try and set up the mattress and see what's what. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if anything pops. This is actually quite level. Feels pretty good. Yeah, so this is quite level. I've still got plenty of space overhead. I don't know if you keep hearing the buzzing of that one little insect, I think it's a bumblebee or something. It's been flying around me for the past, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Just keep hearing it. But yeah, as long as the mattress doesn't pop, I should be okay. Plenty of space. I wasn't super sure about it at the beginning, especially because it's a little too close to the fire for my liking, but I'll just move it. And the thought of me trying to dig out those stones was also quite irritating. I sat down for a few minutes just to rest and think about it again, and I thought I'll just level the inside as much as I can and see what's happening. I don't want to spend. I'm enjoying, trying out new setups and seeing how it works with the tarp. As I said earlier, I've never slept under the tarp itself. I usually slept in either hammocks or tents. So I'm pretty new to the game when it comes to tarps. It was fun fiddling with it, a little irritating and frustrating, but you gain experience from it, so why not? But I'm happy with it, as long as the wind doesn't pick up too bad and starts flapping everything around, because it's not super storm worthy, my structure, and there's a lot of give on every side pretty much, but hopefully it won't be too bad, and I'll have a nice relaxing night. Just getting in and out of the tent is a little annoying, obviously, because of that pole that is bang in the middle of everything. Whoa, this is actually warm. When I came in, I just smelled like as if there was fire. Obviously, it's a fireplace, so I thought someone had a fire at some point and just the smell lingered. But it's actually warm to the touch, so it must have been recent, maybe last night, that someone was here. That's interesting. Right, that looks decent. Little fireplace. Should be able to have a small fire tonight. That would be nice. And it's a decent ways away from my tent, so, and I'm not planning on having anything big, just something for fun. I feel like camping without fire is just so much less interesting. Right, let's try and get some branches, dead branches. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Very dry as well. Brought my saw with me, my Boreal Agawa 21 inches saw. I've not had much chance to use it. I miss using my saw and my axe. Just the way my camps were going for the last few months, I usually either didn't need it or it was too much of a hassle to bring with me. But today is the day I can use it. Let's see. What can we use it on? Someone made a little shelter here as well, I'll show you. It's pretty cool. A lot of branches there, but I don't want to destroy it. But there are pieces like this that I don't even need to cut much. That's a bit of a punk wood, meaning it's very spongy inside. Not great for much, but maybe they are. This looks a little better. It's not the best, but it'll burn. It is a little knotty, but maybe we can split it even further. We'll see. There you go. It's As I always say, be careful working with sharp tools, and always cut towards yourself if you must, to make sure that you look manly with all the scars or without fingers. This cut is called head on. Very few people know it. That should do me for now. Maybe later, if I have the fire going, I will get more wood. But for the minute, I just want to rest for a bit. I was looking up before, checking for widow makers, and obviously it's there's always a risk. Like this little guy. But again, I'm not married, so it doesn't apply. Who doesn't love light? I recently received a torch light sent to me for free, but they're not sponsoring my video or anything like this. It's from the company called WUBEN. They've already sent me one previously. If you've watched my video where I reviewed it, you might remember them. I've been playing with it a little bit and I've got some thoughts, and I thought I'll include it in the video because it's a nice little light. It's called WUBEN 4X. There is an opening mechanism for the battery. I'm not sure exactly why the compartment opens and you can remove the battery, maybe for some safety reasons, because you charge it here. It's a well-built, hefty light. It's got several options. This is in lock mode, so nothing will happen. And you can go to the first mode, which is this little bar, and it illuminates with that little crown. You can control the brightness of it, and I think it's pretty nice when it comes to illuminating the tent, for example. You can put it like so and it will give you enough light during the night to do whatever you need to do. In this mode, you can also, by holding the main button, you can switch to the RGB light. And again, by rotating the crown, it goes through the different modes. This is something that I will probably never use, the RGB mode. You can also tap it twice and it will go into the beacon mode, so flashing like this, and you can change it again by going to another light and tapping it twice. Then if you tap it twice from when it's off on RGB mode, it will go into this mode. You can tap it twice again to switch between different lights. Again, the whole RGB mode is not for me. I don't think I'll ever use it. The next mode, if you switch, it goes to the main light. You can tap it twice and it will go to the brightest setting. Tap it twice again and it will go back to whatever was set at the beginning. And again, you can rotate the crown to switch between brightness. And it's relatively bright. And the last mode is something that I just think is kind of pointless, night mode or whatever. And if you press this button, it will just go to this super low light. You can't adjust it, you can't do anything, you can only turn it on and off. In my opinion, pretty pointless. I'm not sure why would I ever need it. You've got the USB-C charging point, and the last feature of it is this little clicker. So if you go to the first bar mode or the main light mode, it's exactly the same. When you press it, it just turns on the highest setting. So you can just hold your flashlight and tap it. You can also tap it twice for the strobe. And the last mode, again, pretty pointless for me because it does the same thing as this. It just turns it on and turns it off. So as I said, I really like the light, the RGB modes, all the beacons and flashing and all that, and the night mode. I think I can do without it, especially the night mode. I don't see why anyone would use it. The RGB, maybe there's market for it. It's a bit of a gimmick in my opinion. But I like the other two features, the main features, which is the light bar, because I can use it in my tent, and then obviously the main flashlight, because it's a bright, nice flashlight. It's got a clip, you can attach the little lanyard for your wrist or whatever, and it's just nice little, sits well in the hand torchlight. Thanks to WUBEN for sending this to me. This is WUBEN 4X. If you're interested, there'll be a link in my description so you can check it out. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. This is just my opinion of the flashlight. Right, I'm getting a little hungry, so we shall make some food. Got some onions that were frozen and are now not frozen. And I've got some oil. Ugh. Everything will smell of onions today. I'm doing a spin-off Korean or Thai noodles. I don't really know. Asian noodles. I've had a period of time and I was just doing it like all the time, every day for like a month. And I really like it. So I thought I'll show you guys what it is because I like it so much.
I like it.
And I think if you like stuff like this, noodles, oh, this is so good, so easy to make. I'm sure you'll love it. I just love noodles. I think I could live off noodles just my whole life. So I'll show you what else I brought. So obviously onions, some oil, I've got tomato paste, oyster sauce, garlic paste. I've got dish of meat, au jus. It's a Polish thing. I mean, there's obviously...
Have you ever had a dream that
you can find it.
that you had
I'm sure there are
you do
there are other brands that do it that aren't Polish, so I don't think it's super
you could do so
just uniquely Polish, but it's a dish of meat au jus, so with sauce.
you want him to do you so much you could do anything.
But if you're interested in buying this particular brand, you can buy it, I believe, in Tesco, and you can buy it in Sainsbury's. And I recommend that brand, Spichlerz Rusiecki, because it's very good. And then this is just double cream, and you won't believe me when I say, but obviously I didn't want to take the whole tub of double cream with me, and I had to pour it into this small little thing. And you know how those little yogurt like tubs are, they're not great for pouring, but I did it first try without spillage. Look, perfection. I've got me chopsticks and Indomie noodles. I recommend you try them because they're really good. Oh, I think I'm burning them. Oh yes. I'm telling you, it's way easier to do at home. But I'm sure this will work. At home, I would first make the meat, whatever meat I've got, because you can use, obviously, whatever meat you like. I've tried it with sausage, I've tried it with Spam, I've tried it with pork belly. Pork belly was pretty pretty good with this, but today I thought I'll try it with the jar of meat that I brought with me, just because. Right, we're getting some nice color on those onions. Let's add some of that meat. Oh, nice. Let's add some of that fat and juice, the jus. There is really no wrong way to do it, so trial and error is the way to do it. You do it however you like, as long as you like it. Oh, I forgot cheese. I usually also add some cheese at the end. There's a lot of flavors, a lot of people call it umami. I'm not sure what umami is, but I'm sure this is umami flavors. It's getting a little chilly, so I put my jacket on. It's getting also a little windier than before, but let's hope it's not going to be too bad. In the meantime, if you were to do it at home, I suggest you also get your noodles ready at the same time. Unfortunately here I have no way of doing it, so I'm gonna have to go separately after I'm done with the sauce. So we can now add tomato paste. Again, I don't know what's right for you, so add as much or as little as you want. If you don't like some of those things, like, I don't know, maybe you don't like garlic, so then don't add garlic paste, but I don't know who doesn't like garlic, so I'm adding garlic. I love garlic. This oyster sauce I also found in Sainsbury's. And add the double cream. Double cream here is a game changer for me. Yep. Mix it well. It's very tomatoey. Well, obviously, depending on how much tomatoey you want it, then add as much of the tomato paste. But it's very savory. It's brilliant. You need to try it. You also want to add the sauces from the noodles. So you've got some sauces here. One of them is soy sauce. The other one is seasoning oil, whatever that is. There's also bamboo sauce and some chilies. I usually go with chilies. I don't think I'm gonna go today, just because I'm not great with spice and I don't want to upset my stomach. I can handle this all right, it's no problem, but at home, you know, it's easier to, if you have to go and, you know, then it's just easier than going in the... I'll skip the chili flakes and chili powder, but you should definitely try it, especially if you try it at home and you like spicy, because this isn't really spicy, but it's just a little spicy.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. Oh, it smells really nice. Now we want to make the noodles. And let's start with fancy juice. Ooh, pretty fancy. What can be better than sitting at a camp, drinking a beer, making food? I love it. At the end, when you made your noodles and you like their texture, you can leave yourself a little bit of that starchy water from the noodles to add to the sauce. Sometimes the sauce comes out a little thick and I like it slightly less thick, so that's what I do. By the way, have you guys ever been to South Korea? I'd love to go and visit. Let me know if you have, and let me know what your experience have been. What did you go and see? What did you like? What did you not like? Right, I will try to discard of the excess water. I've left myself a little bit of that water, and I'm gonna transfer the sauce without all the extra bits of trees. In there. Oh. But that smells amazing. I could have added more of that meat. I could still add it, I guess. I can't be bothered. Or do you know what? Might as well, why not? There you go. Don't get fooled. I'm great with chopsticks. So I have about a month of of experience with them. Hot. That dish of meat, amazing. Not sure how much you can see, but I'm just chilling by the fire. I was just talking to my parents for a long while and enjoying the peace and quiet. But I think that's me for tonight, and I'll see you guys in the morning. I knew they were sneaking on me. Oi! I better go. Right, that's me done with this place. Leave no space or whatever. Let's go. I need to find the way out. Because there's a kind of a lot of barbed wire that you need to cross to get in here. I slept very well. That's about it. I didn't record much before sleeping because, as I mentioned, I was talking to my parents first and then to my friend Goliath. Shout out to Goliath. He was giving me tips on how to do my YouTube channel, how to make it better. So thanks for that. I swear I wrote it all down in my little diary. And I'll be reading it every morning from now on. Look at all this fresh poo glistening in the morning dew. I need to take my jacket off. Too hot. It's everywhere. Look at that. The whole way is just strewn. The whole way is just full of poo. Story of my life. And the flashlight came in handy. I used it when I got into my sleeping bag and I was watching something on my phone and I had the light on for a while, so that was useful. Anyhow, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you like this content, like if you liked it, and comment if you've got anything to say. Thank you. Bye.